Hi, everyone. Tonight we are playing a game called Terps by Jason Morningstar with the Gauntlet. Terps is a game about combat interpreters. We are on, this is a sci-fi setting, reality with the numbers filed off. The Combine, which is a vast interstellar confederation, has dispatched peacekeeping troops from their force application branch to the remote backwater planet of Serai, which is being rocked by civil war and political upheaval that threatens combined business and political interests. These troops, known as Comprador, are technologically superior to local armed forces and the insurgents known as the PFLS, the Popular Front for the Liberation of Serai. Our mission is to restore, or I should say Comprafor, and I'll be playing Comprafor people for a lot of the game. So Comprafor's mission is to restore the rule of law in regions wrested from the control of the combined-friendly planetary government. So in this game, I'm one of the GM, Sean is my second GM, and we're going to be playing NPCs, or maybe even inklings and other characters' heads. My name is Donna, my pronouns are he, him, and let's get an intro from our other GM before we get introductions from our other players and their interpreters.
Hi everyone, I'm Sean, he, him, and looking forward to playing.
And I guess in character keep order, even though there's only the two of you, we'll start with Ares.
I'm Ares, and I'm he, him as well. I'll be playing Ace. He seems like an all-around cool guy who doesn't give much damn. And that's what I wanted to play. So.
You're muted, Brandon.
Hi, I'm Brandon, he, and I'll be playing Niel, also known as Big Red, who is was a sergeant in the local army intelligence, and so kind of knew what he was getting into, but did it anyway in order to get his family off planet.
Okay, great. So we're going to play our first scene, which is something for all of us. This scene takes place in Forward Operating Base Steadfast. Two Comprador officers are interviewing new combat interpreters. So in this scene, I'll be playing Lieutenant Path. And Sean, you are Captain Hardlin. If that looks good for you. You have a lot more to do in the scene than I do.
It's okay.
So yeah, I guess this is, a whatever like a standard dusty base on a far frontier looks like in the 20 whatever century. I guess we've got the two common interpreters rocking up. Lieutenant Path is like young, probably the youngest person here, barely shaving, really fresh-faced. And he, I think, is just standing there awkwardly with a tablet that he's just checking stuff off on. And his demeanor is very kind of fake in terms of like he's trying to put on a really stoic, brave face, and he snaps to attention when the captain rocks up.
So I think you see Harglin walk in, trying to look similarly hard, has a cigar, which he doesn't bother to dismiss when he comes in, and he sees the Terp standing there, and Path, and he nods to Path and goes, "Line him up, Path."
Yes, sir. Come on, guys. Just toe the line here. This is Captain Hartland. He's our commanding officer.
Yao rolls his eyes and steps in the line.
I just step in the line. Yeah.
So I've got some questions for you too. Let's make this quick, yeah? Names.
Dalpiece Creek, Ace, most people call me.
So we've got Delpus
You
and
can call me Ace.
Delpus. And
Yao Cheska,
yeah.
close enough.
So how did you learn the Combine standard language?
Well, school and my first degree. Took courses.
I heard the CDU Army was offering a language school, so I signed up. Should be in the record.
Right. And before you were a combat interpreter, what did you do?
I was a student, helped my mom a bit back then. And that's it.
I was a sergeant in Sarai Army Intelligence.
Okay. That's quite a different story to your friend here. So why did you volunteer for this, to work for the Combine?
Help, bring order, of course. The pay seemed good.
Okay, simple reasons, fair enough.
The BFLs are scum. And anyone who came to help get rid of them had my vote, I think, as you say. And we didn't see much future for me and my family here after so much war. And so a chance to start again somewhere else was interesting.
I see, bright future ahead. So, last questions we can wrap up here. Who does your salary support?
Me? Maybe a bit of family, not much, just me.
I have a wife and 2 children. They are 10 years old and 8.
You get all that, Path? And you want to add to this?
No, sir. I'm just adding some notes to the records. A few details, but all good, sir. All good, sir. The Combine is the future, and I'm just so happy to be working with people who recognize that.
Yeah, okay, Path, I get it. Right. Come on, let's go. Let's get him out of here.
Okay. Okay, so I think that's first scene cut. Yeah. What do you think, Sean? Do we jump into a work scene? Something cut at the front lines, or?
Sure, yeah. Sounds good. We can see who 1 and 2 are. You can take the lead role for this one, whatever that may be.
Yeah. I like the look of the meat. Yeah, a very different group of characters for us to play.
Yeah, sure.
And I think I would like to see this for Brandon's character. See a bit of the experienced intelligence officer that he was previously.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay. So areas for this scene, you won't be in it. If you think there's like a really good NPC that you want to jump into, you can probably do that. Or otherwise, you're just kind of gonna tell us to cut to the chase, or if the scene is done, right? Okay, cool. So this is a work scene for Big Red. The scene takes place in Shalu Prede village in the Grugia district. The Terp is interpreting a meeting between a Confidor officer and a local warlord named Ezer Takan. So I will be playing a tribal warlord, and Sean, you'll be playing a combine officer. So yeah, I think maybe this is, in the square of this village. I think the streets maybe have been cleared for this, but I think there's still people, hovering around looking to get a sight of these combine troops. And my character Ezer Takan is, sitting on the wall of the well, looking like he owns the place, and that's probably because he kind of does.
So,
yeah, and he, beckons you over.
Can you say hi to him or something for me?
Long days and pleasant nights to you. And what? I give the appropriate hand on the chest, little bow.
Well, you can tell this guy to fuck off, because I don't want him around. I don't want him to bring the heat. Wherever the combine go, there's fighting, and I don't want fighting.
Well, I understand that, but fuck you too. They're going to be here, and with or without you agree, but it would be a lot better if you were at least open to making some sort of deal with them.
Why do I want to be a dog to the combine, just like you? I don't want to be leashed. You like being leashed, brother?
I'm a volunteer, brother. I don't have a nice safe place to retreat to like you do here. He says that he greets you, but he is wary. The situation here is a little difficult, and trust is hard to come by.
All right. Well, I mean, he doesn't have to trust us. We just want to make an arrangement, This brave man, he's a strong man, and we want him on our side. What does he want?
So he says that they're going to be here with or without your help, but they'd rather have your help, and they're willing to make some concessions. They have a few things which are difficult for you to obtain, could come from off-world. And, if you try to make a deal, maybe I can persuade them to part with some of them.
Well, how about you tell him that I'll take care of my village and he can take care of his back home, or like whatever base, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, he's going to set up right here. And you can fight him, which would be the last decision you are likely to make. And you don't seem that stupid to me. So maybe you want to think of something else. Or okay. I could tell him that you're completely unwilling to do anything. And then they will deal with what is it? Zekhan, I believe, your neighbor.
Okay. How about I pass along to you, this guy, all of the intelligence I know about the PFLS, and then you go and kill them, and they don't bother me.
He says they have some information about the local PFLS that comes into their hands from time to time. And in exchange for allowing him autonomy in the running of his local affairs, he would be willing to give you that information.
Sorry, just one sec. My phone just went off.
It's the character.
He's yes, he's getting a call from these spaceships off-world.
But
Yeah.
listen,
Have you
Yeah.
seen what those
Yeah.
things can do to
Yeah,
a village?
of course I have. Neo, you should come work for me. I need smart people, right? You're wasted with these guys,
Maybe so, but they promised me something you can't.
which is
Getting off this place. I don't. For me, if it was just me, I'd take you up in a heartbeat. Believe me. But I have my family, and the PFLS has a long reach. And if they get to them, then this is for nothing. You understand family. You understand obligations like that. I'm not, I'm not some fucking new guy here, I've been in the fucking military for years, and you have a nice setup here. You'll still probably have a nice setup when they pull out and the PFLS comes and takes over.
yeah, and I can protect you.
Well, it might come down to that. I'll remember your offer. In the meantime, I'll try to keep these guys off your back.
You tell them the more time they spend here, the less intelligence we have for them.
I'll tell them. Are you done with your call, Captain? Lieutenant?
Yes, sorry.
He says they have a fair amount of intelligence to give you, but too much combined presence near the village will make it difficult for their contacts among the PFLS to speak to them. They will be afraid of being recognized and denounced. So you have to, a light touch is required if you want to get information. If that's agreeable to you, I'll tell them.
I think you can tell this ape that we'll keep it somewhat covert. Yeah.
He's willing to lay off to the degree that these people are capable of doing that. I can't promise anything more than that, but I have very carefully given him to understand that if they keep their distance, you'll be able to help them more.
Okay, well, we'll see.
We'll see. Thank you for your cooperation. All right, we're done here, Lieutenant, I think.
Yeah, thanks, Big Red. Let's go.
Coming.
Okay. Cut, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Okay. Next scene, I guess we need something with Ace.
Maybe a group scene.
We could switch to a group scene, yeah. I think
Sounds like the asshole because it fits with the subject of the Selu Valley. Like you just discussed how they're not coming near, and that's preparation to get in.
yeah, we could do that. Yeah, let's do that. So we have a group scene with both interpreters. Yeah, so this scene takes place in combat outpost Dostoy. The Terps are gearing up for a coordinated push into the hostile Chelu Valley. I'll be playing Platoon Sergeant Boren. And Sean, if it's okay with you, you'll be facilitating as the voice of the Terps' conscience.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, this is like as stark as we described the previous forward operating base. I think this is, you know, just fortifications and dust and ammunition bins, right? Platoon Sergeant Boren is a combat veteran, you know, built like a brick shit house. All the gear he needs to have to do his job. Yeah, and he lines you up. You know, where I think we saw the two officers in our first scene, you know, just tell you to line up. He kind of grabs you by the shoulder and puts you in place. Big Red, Big Red, right? That's your name?
That's you can call me that, sure.
Well, I know you got some experience because of the way I see you tie your shoelaces, but you gotta take care of this. And he's like pointing at your radio or something. It's like,
What's the matter?
That aerial is gonna get snapped off.
That's true, but if I don't extend it, then it cuts the range in half. And given some of the distances that we've been trying to cover, I felt it was more important to keep it extended in order to avoid missing any critical messages. You'll forgive me, I have no background in signals intelligence other than 3 years in the field.
As you say, they start doing it the same as you.
And
but if you think if this is improper behavior, I'm happy to shorten the error. So then I don't. After a notable pause.
Yeah, I'm saying it's, you know, not the right thing to be doing.
Oh,
thank you for your correction, Sergeant Bourne. I will remember it.
And how are you guys gonna stand up after 6 hours of marching?
6 hours. Good. Well, we will.
You will?
It's our job, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I guess you're acclimatized, right?
I've been forward deployed before. I am sure that Ace can keep up.
Yeah.
Don't fucking salute me.
Yeah.
Don't fucking salute me. Not here, not out there.
Mm-hmm.
You salute me again one more time, I'm gonna put a bullet in your head. Otherwise, I'm the one who gets shot. You know who gets saluted? Officers. I'm not an officer. I'm just in charge.
Okay. Clear.
Fucking hell. Is this why you're lost this fucking planet? All this saluting?
I think that's where your conscience kicks in. Of just let it go. One word and you won't get your visa. Just let it go.
Honestly, Sergeant, do those of us who are actually doing the work ever know why the commanders do what they do?
Well, that's true, I suppose. Okay, maybe you're not half bad. Okay, get your water bags and we're moving in 5. No more saluting, you hear me?
Yeah.
Moving in 5, understood.
And he just stalks away and starts balking out one of his privates who has decided to put his rifle down, right?
Man, he's got something up his ass.
I'd have something up my ass if I was fighting this war. He's a long way from home, but he's still an asshole.
Yes. Aren't you in the military already? Like,
Yes, I was.
how did you find any problems with your stuff? Jeez.
I was in intelligence. We don't place too much of a premium on having every button buttoned. You know, it's is the equipment working? Is it? Do you know how to use it? That's pretty much it.
I hope I remember. This is weird. Not what I'm used to.
They have he's it is always the province of unhappy men that they find fault with those they have control over. I'm just at least he didn't call us names like so many of the other ones do all the time without even, I think, even knowing that they're doing it. It's very difficult sometimes. Have you not heard this? Apes and
I just, you know,
metalheads and things like that.
Look, I'm here for one reason, and it's to get out of here. So I just,
yeah, well, putting up with this shit is just part of our job.
It's the only part of the job that's really hard to do, really. But yeah,
you haven't been deployed forward yet, have you?
Not much. No. I think they took you.
It gets harder.
Yeah, I heard you were already put through something really difficult, but that you did well. But now I understand what we're doing right now is like not exactly what was supposed to happen. That's what I heard.
Oh, none of the you listen to what anything of what is supposed to happen with the, especially when the privates have been drinking. This whole this whole operation has gone to shit. They were supposed to prop up the government and to help reestablish order, and they can't even keep it in order in the capital.
Yeah, it's probably going to be dangerous where we're going, right?
Probably, yes. I think that's one way to put it. But God is great, right?
Sure.
He has, hopefully, he has a better plan for us than the PFLS does.
I sure have a plan. It's getting out of this stupid place.
No. I don't know. These have the Comprofor has the best deal going, and I still don't really know if I believe them. But what can we do?
Yeah, we have to basically, otherwise we're not getting out of anywhere, and we're kind of stuck, I think, right?
Now we are, if we weren't before.
Yeah, but if anything bad happens, just keep your head low and be part of the crowd. I think it's 5 now, right?
No,
Has it been 5?
That could work for you, not for me. I'm married, didn't you know? I have children.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I can't just put them in my pocket and hide somewhere. Even if we ran, I don't have a place to run to, and it's great likelihood of getting away if it really goes bad.
Always try.
Who knows? Maybe they will keep their promises. Huh?
Yeah, probably. No, I don't see any reason why not.
People are shit. That's why not.
Yeah, but even when they're shit, there is a certain degree of.
You can't trust anyone except your own family sometimes.
And trust anyone, basically.
And I'm not including my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law would die to protect my wife's my wife, but not me.
Yeah, well, that's what they say about those kind of people, isn't it? But yeah, basically, don't trust anyone is what you're telling me. That's good. That's good. And I look
No,
like to see
sometimes,
if
sometimes you can find someone to trust. Sometimes, but don't trust anyone just because they make you a nice promise. You know,
Mhm.
sometimes family, sometimes a friend. There are people you can trust. If you don't have anyone to trust, it's kind of a hard life.
Well, I have plans. Don't need to trust. Plans and plans.
Plans are good. Plans are good. I think we have to. Oh, they're blowing the whistle. We better go.
Yeah. For the yelling us again.
Yeah, okay. I think that's a good place to wrap up. Cool. I think we need a family scene shown after that discussion.
Yeah.
Any of those jump out at you?
If you see one, go for it. Sorry, it takes me a long time to read.
Okay. I think there is the warning. I like the warning. Although this one gives you I get a light work on this one, so we can swap around if you prefer.
No, it's fine. I mean, I can. What am I? Their cousin Eric.
Yeah. So I think we need a scene with Ace by himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, a distant family fits because it says he doesn't really have any much family.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a distant cousin, so I don't know, second or third fits, right?
Maybe someone you grew up with, but haven't seen for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't heard from him since they came, basically.
Yeah, so this scene takes place in a Dostoy village tea house. The Terp has been summoned by a distant relative and intermediary with a message from the PFLS. I'll be facilitating, maybe setting the scene as a friendly tea vendor, and Sean will be playing the Terp's distant cousin, Tarek. So yeah, I think this is not unlike the village we saw earlier with the warlord, but obviously like a bit busier, not kind of locked down or anything like that. There's this nice tea house. You can kind of get the fragrant herbal odors and fragrances coming through, and this older lady kind of sees you through, maybe brings you directly to a table in the corner where your cousin is already sitting. No one's giving you a second look. You're just like two people meeting. It's not unusual. No one seems suspicious or anything like that. So the little lady says she'll be back with a fresh kettle for your tea.
Hey, Dopus, what do they call you now? Ace these days, is it?
Yeah. You can call me my name.
Long
I'll
time.
call you T-Buddy.
Yeah. Long time no
Just
see.
like I always do. Yeah. I haven't heard from you in years, I think. How are you doing?
Yeah, I wish I was here under nicer circumstances.
How so?
Got a message for you, but
Message?
yeah, and if you haven't noticed yet, he has this like brown burn up sack that you can't tell what's in it, but don't like the sound of a message and a man with a brown sack.
What message?
Yeah, I really didn't have to come here, but the boss told me to. I couldn't get out of it.
What boss?
Taken in, man, and the PFLS have me under wraps. I can't get
What?
out. I'm stuck with them, man.
Wait, what? What kind of message does the PFLS has to say to me?
Let's just say they know what you're doing, and he basically like plops the bag.
What I'm doing? I'm just, translating. What's in the bag?
They don't take kindly to translators, and as he's giving you the bag, he starts to like get up, and
I take a few steps, like I stand up and take a step back. What's in the bag? What's in the bag? Is that a
maybe
bomb or something?
no, it's not. Maybe you should look at this outside. I can't. I don't think here's where you want to open it.
What's going on? What happened to you? What is that? I take it. I hold the bag for a second and then I leave it. What's going on?
I can't stay here much longer. You want to look at that outside. I think the PFLS will be here long after the combine departs. The traders will die badly. I need to go.
Okay. I take a look at the bag.
And inside the bag, when you look in it, you see a hand. And inside the bag, there's like a basically the same thing he had, like a blood-soaked paper that's like, we know your connection to the combine. Your family is in danger.
Shit. Hey, well, did he live yet? Like,
Eric's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. I kind of closed the bag down. Okay. I just look around.
And the little old lady comes over and gives you a hot drop into your cup.
Thank you.
Do you want a snack with that? I've got some nice sesame toast. If you
sure. Where's the bathroom?
just that back.
Oh, thank you. I pick up the bag and go really fast.
Okay. I think that's a wrap on this.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we can have a group scene now. What do you think, Sean? Something maybe very down to earth, like a visa update or
yeah, sounds good.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty good to do.
Yeah. So this scene takes place in the annex of the Combine Embassy, Iri Pracha Circle, Sirai Pia. The Terps have been invited to an open session on the expedited visa P67 program. I will be playing a Combine diplomatic service agent, and Sean, you'll be facilitating as the voice of the Terps cynicism. If that sounds okay. So yeah, I think this is, kind of glass and chrome, bluish tinged sci-fi offices Inc. Right. The diplomatic service agent is wearing a suit, which really is not suitable for the environment. But then again, maybe she doesn't go out. She has. Everyone has like a briefing pack, which is uploaded to your personal tablet, which is probably useless outside of this kind of embassy area. Maybe the network isn't great. Welcome everyone.
It's probably, yeah, it might be useful near a hotspot.
Yeah. Exactly.
For, you know, an outpost hotspot. But
Just 1 second, I need to check if my keys are not at the door.
Oh, okay, no problem. Yeah, I'm sure the hotspots at the forward operating bases and combat outposts are heavily contended, right? Everyone is trying to get online. So thanks for everyone for making the trek here, for taking time out of your day. There are a few things that you need to be aware of on the visa program. We put all of our efforts into expediting this for all of valuable work you're doing for the Combine. I want you to pay really close attention to these briefing packs. There are 4 things that we need to check. You'll be expected to provide evidence, documentation, personal references for all of these. 1, that you have provided faithful and valuable service to Comprador. Obviously, we need to make sure that your fidelity in this matter is beyond reproach. You will need to have fulfilled all obligations. This means that orders are orders, I suppose. There are certain things that you need to have done, which will be in your briefing pack. These are sometimes localized requirements, but nothing arduous, I think. Number 3, you will have received a favorable written recommendation. Now, I would maybe unofficially suggest to you that this should be from an officer. The higher rank, the better. But any favorable written recommendation from Comprador staff is will have merit. And lastly, you will have passed a screening interview. This is, I think, a formality, but I think, working in intelligence, we all know that an officer at the end of any vetting program is really required. Everything is in your packs. You should be able to access those wherever you can authorize access to a Combine network. It is not viewable outside of those networks for security concerns. Outside of those networks, it will be just a slab. As you can imagine, we want to make sure that you do not have any compromising intelligence on you. Any questions?
I think your cynicism kicks in just at that point of bullshit, lies. They're just trying to make you jump through hoops. They want you here. If you leave them, who's going to communicate with the locals? You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, you, sir.
Yeah.
No, I think your colleague at the back.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Ah, good. When is the screening interview?
At the end of the process. So after you've completed steps 1, 2, and 3, we will arrange an interview for step 4. So really the speed of this is entirely up to you.
Okay.
Yeah, you at the front.
Faithful and valuable service over what period of time?
Well, over your service period. So, since you have begun and to date. So we, if you just joined a week ago, you wouldn't be sitting here, but you've been on board long enough now to be here, and I think we want to make sure that your service period is rewarded. We're not expecting people to be here forever before we complete this process.
The first one is done essentially for those who are here.
Well, I think there are some pieces of paperwork for you to put in, but I mean, assuming that your service has been faithful and valuable, then yes.
And once we have accomplished these things, how quick is how much time has to elapse before we have visas?
Well, I mean, usually a visa process for someone from outside of core combined territory is 5 years. But we have expedited this because of your valuable and faithful service. So, operational resources means that we're making this as speedy as possible.
Who does the recommendation needs to come from? Our captain, like the person who's our captain, or?
Yeah, any Comforter personnel would be acceptable. I think, speaking off the record, unofficially, the higher rank, the better.
Okay.
But anyone you have day-to-day contact with would be ideal.
5 years though? That's kind of long.
No, that's the normal visa process for non-combined citizens, or those not living on core combined systems. This is what we're talking about right now is an expedited system, so it will not take 5 years.
So 4.5. So 4.5 years. I say
how many people?
Not in combined language. So 4.5 years. I say in Sarai.
How many people have already received this?
I don't know those figures.
No.
0.
Don't ask questions that you don't want to hear the answers to.
That's not such a question.
You'd be surprised.
Who needs the voice of cynicism here, huh?
Yeah, exactly. The other character just playing cynicism for me. This is easy.
Sergeant with military experience.
Is there like a mark of like the obligations? Do we mark them? Do we get like papers or something?
Yeah, you'll have to coordinate with your commanding officer to have all of these obligations marked as fulfilled. But yeah, it's all in the form on your tablet.
Yeah, where can you access this again?
Any Comforter network or Combine Embassy network. So you can access it right here, yeah, or back on base.
Okay. What happens if we lose it?
Please don't lose it.
Yes.
Because we've already completed step 0, which is to validate a tablet per a combat interpreter, and I would really not like to have to go through that step again.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lose it.
Sent you to bed without your supper. I don't have any other questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. We need to get off this planet.
Have you seen how many forms are on this thing?
How many what?
How many forms?
Oh, jeez, yes, I've seen. I'm gonna spend
they
every
only
night.
count. They only mentioned 4, but then there's also there's 2 different medical ones. You have to make sure that you're not.
A second medical one. I didn't see a second.
You don't have to have some loathsome communicable disease, and nobody you know has ever had a loathsome communicable disease. And
I mean, I don't know if any of them had.
It's ridiculous. So there's one that wants a signature from your doctor.
What doctor?
That's right. Don't
like the military doctor?
Anyone who's willing to sign the form, my friend. Anyone who's willing to sign the form.
Yeah, I'm gonna sign all of these forms.
No, don't you? Let's find someone else.
No. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna fill them. Don't worry. I need to get out of this planet. I need to get out of this planet really soon.
Yeah, it's the official signatures that are going to be the difficult part.
And
They
that,
always are. They take everything takes time.
and the recommendation probably they don't like me very much.
Well, you'd better shape up then.
Whatever that means for them. Damn, I just was supposed to be a student and like, and then never mind.
Yeah, you're fucked. You're not going anywhere, says cynicism.
Okay.
Fuck you, cynicism. I have to try. That's a good place to end, I think.
That's a good place to end. Okay. I am wondering, we haven't quite done half the scenes that we should do yet, but I think it's a good place to take a break. People
Okay.
want to? Yeah. Okay, we're back from our break. I guess for our next scene, Sean, I really wanna like jump onto this kind of visa process. There's a couple of scenes that speak to that. There's one called The Interview and one called The Reference. I don't know if you like either of those.
Yeah, I'm up for either. What have we got? So reference interview. Pretty similar, right? I'm up for either. I think both sound good. So if you've wouldn't prefer, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, The Interview, I think, is a bit less wacky than The Reference. So yeah, maybe we'll go with that.
Cool.
Okay. So The Interview takes place at Cooperative Security Location Kaustini. The Terp is sitting for a pre-scheduled security clearance interview. I'll facilitate as the voice of doubt inside the Terp's head. And Sean, you'll be playing a nameless security officer from the Combine Office of Exigency Operations. Yeah, so I think this is probably in the same kind of feel of place that we had in the last scene for the embassy, but it's not quite as spectacular a location. The security is as tight to get in. Sorry, this should be, I think, for Big Red. That works. Yeah. Yeah, so it's maybe understated in some ways, but over the top in terms of security for what it appears like on the outside.
Okay. So I think if you're sat in there with the security officer, go by Big Red, yeah?
Like,
Heard you did good work out there out in the field. You were got us a deal with the locals, yeah?
yes, the warlord was reluctant to cooperate, but I assured him that you were a reliable people, that you would keep your agreements. And I was able to, with some difficulty, persuade him to agree to provide information on the PFS.
Good, good. Glad to hear it. So, today, want to do some security clearance, yeah?
Of course.
Right. So we've got some pretty obvious concerns, if I'm honest. Used to be in the army. What's to say you're not trying to, do us over, make deals with the PFLS, go on the inside, intelligence officer, yada yada.
The PFLS have threatened my family. They're scum. I have no interest whatsoever in making any deal with them, and indeed, they would they would rather burn in hell than make a deal with me.
So they've not threatened your family to make you backstab us?
My family right now is in hiding. I am, but ask your questions. I'm just telling you the way it is.
Right.
I mean, I bet he knows about your father-in-law, though, right? I mean, like, that guy is such a asshole, right? Yeah, and he's always bad-mouthing the Combine. You made a lot of noise, right?
I'm not going to tell them about it unless you ask. We'll see how good their intelligence is.
So, what about other people in the army, huh? We heard you were close with a few people who've left and gone to the PFLS. Ties to them?
You mean the fucking idiots who think that the PFLS are going to treat them well?
Yeah, fucking idiots, I guess.
Yeah, no. I don't. I wrote them all off the moment they joined those scum. There were none of them that I considered to be my brothers, except for one we grew up. Jor-El. He was. He used to be a good guy. He became stupid. You know how it is. Some people become stupider and they get older instead of smarter.
You're not stupid, are you? Well, it's easy to cut off ties with work colleagues, I guess. But what about family? Here you've got some high-profile members who regularly talk about not being too keen on us. What about them?
Okay. Tell me, Lieutenant, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me, Lieutenant. Do you get along with all your family? Do they all have the same political opinions you have? Do you have arguments sometimes when you go home?
Okay.
Yes. My father-in-law is an old and bitter man. He hates everyone, pretty much. Not his daughter. Not me, mostly, except when he's been drinking. But he didn't like the way the country was before the war. He doesn't like it when the PFLS made their move. He didn't like it when the Combine came, and he doesn't like it now. And he will tell anyone and anything that who will listen to him in detail why whatever the subject of conversation is a terrible thing, and they should all die. Nothing will make him happy. He longs for the peace of the grave, in my opinion. For his daughter's sake, I am polite to him, and I do not contradict what he says, but only for her sake. Otherwise, I would tell that old fucker to get lost. Never darken my door again.
Anything else to declare, Red?
I don't know. I don't know what you think is important. I come from an intelligence background, as you can see in my file.
Indeed.
We have to, in intelligence, you keep a lot of secrets. And you have to tell a lot of people what they want to hear in order to keep information flowing. I do not have to do this job. And that's better in some ways. Here, my object is to facilitate communication rather than to make it more difficult. But you know, I'm also part of my country. The PFLS had control of my country when I was young. And so we had a PFLS teacher in my class who required that we sing praises of communitarianism. Does that matter? No. Children do as they are told. So does not give me any sympathy for them now. They have destroyed my country. They are not the only ones who have, but they are the worst of them all. So I have made my choice to shun them.
Okay. Well, thanks for your time. I've got another meeting coming up. I think
Did I
you'll
do
hear
well?
I think you'll hear in a few days your results. Yeah. Thanks very much.
I look forward to that. If there's any other questions, I am happy to answer them. I understand that in this job you have to ask a lot of questions, even when perhaps you already know the answers. And I am not. I have no difficulties in, in helping you to do your job.
Good day.
Good day, Lieutenant. Let's see.
Okay. Wonder if we want to dump Ace into the firing line. What do you think?
And Ace is a 4.
Oh, sorry, your mic has gone low there. There is.
You have to pull the
Oh, okay.
aerial out.
Yeah.
Better.
Need to see how bad Ace is at this job.
Okay. What do you think? Interrogation or the shoot shown? Something.
So interrogation is intelligence interview with a prisoner, and the shoot is the Terp is
Combat
hunted
patrol.
down. Maybe interrogation might be better.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So this scene takes place at the same location, the cooperative security location, Kasumi. The Terp is interpreting an intelligence interview with a high-value PFLS prisoner. I will be playing a wounded insurgent chained to a chair, and Sean will be playing a nameless Combine officer conducting the interrogation. Do you want to set the scene a little bit, Sean? Any other details?
Yeah, I think we're just in a dimly lit with a light kind of like just blinking over us every now and then as it goes like, and there's just a drop of water just annoyingly falling every now and then. This situation just set up everything to make the person here uneasy. And you're here with Lieutenant Kelly and the prisoner who is chained up to the chair. So Lieutenant Kelly goes over and kind of rips off whatever is kind of over his covering a lot of his face so you can see him a bit, but still has him like bound at the moment of the mouth. I'm going to remove this now, and I'm going to leave the room for 5 minutes at some point, okay? But for now, we're gonna just ask some general questions. You got that?
Yeah, he's gonna remove it now and then leave at some point for 5 minutes. I translate and
No,
he's
no,
gonna
no,
ask
no.
questions.
That's just to you, Ace. So you know what's going on. Okay.
Okay. Yes, I understand you now.
Good. Good. You won't be getting that recommendation if you keep going like that. All right. Now
Yes.
let's go. So I remove the bit that he can't speak from. Well, Ace, ask him some general things, will you? His name, the
Okay.
likes.
Yeah. Please tell us your name.
Why would I do that?
To make this quick and easy. I don't know. Just name. It's just a name.
It's just a name.
It doesn't want to give you the name.
Okay. Fine, yeah. What does he want to give me?
Should I ask him?
Well, come up with something. Ask him another question.
Okay. What should I ask him? Where were you caught?
Where was I caught? You tell me. You caught me, right?
Yeah, but I didn't catch you. But...
Well, if this fucker doesn't know where I was caught, then I don't know what you're doing. It's going to be easier than I thought.
Well, what did you ask him?
I don't know, sir. I don't know exactly like what
How
we're
do you not know
interrogating
you asked
for.
him?
I don't know what to interrogate here. Like, I don't know the information.
Jesus. What did you ask him?
I just tried to get him to say the name and where is he from.
All right, okay. Ask him for actual information. People he was with. What was he doing? What was his mission?
Yes, sir. He's asking what were you doing? Who are you in contact with? What was your mission? Or at least for your name.
I was drinking tea. That's what I was doing. I was drinking tea.
He's refusing to answer.
All right, you know what? This is useless. I'm going, okay? Right? 5 minutes. I'm going. This is the 5 minutes now.
Huh?
I'm not going to know what happens in here. I have rules, but you don't, okay? You can do whatever you want in here. I'm not going to know, but I want something to show for it. Okay? Or that recommendation and that visa won't be looking too good. I'm out of here. See you soon.
Shit. Dude, you need to give me something.
What do you want me to give you, Dopus?
Any information, something.
Maybe I should. We should send a package to the Crick family. See how your mother is.
Huh?
You're betraying your people, Dopus. By every word you translate for these imperialist scum, you're betraying us. And you and your mother will pay the price.
Look, you're in a war, and I am in this war, and I didn't want to be in this war, and...
You didn't? You're a volunteer.
I'm a volunteer to get out of this war. Anyway, that
betray us to save your own skin?
I look like around, like, for anything. Dude, say information. They're just gonna hurt you until you say it.
Well, I am proud to be tortured for my country.
They're not gonna kill you.
I'm sacrificing myself to save my family. But you
are you saving your family? They're just gonna find your family too, and then get you.
Not before we find yours.
I don't even know when mine is. It doesn't matter.
Oh, we know where they are.
Well, good for you. You better give me information, or I will have to give them something.
I pity you.
Clearly, he wants me to get information in any way, and I'm not gonna do that. It's just, what were you doing? What was your mission?
I was drinking tea. My mission was to sample all of the teas in the valley to see what was the best one.
And which one is it?
I don't know. I
Well,
haven't
then you're
finished because
useless at your mission.
I was
Yeah.
fucking arrested by you shits before I could complete my mission of sampling all the teas in the Daltoy Valley. You tell
I know,
your
like-
you tell your master that.
Yeah, but if I'll tell him that, he'll shoot you, he'll shoot me, he'll shoot everyone. What's the point in that?
Well, that's okay then.
Oh, it's okay for you to have everyone around here shot until everyone's dead?
I presume
that's
he's going to shoot some more imperialist dogs.
That's what your point is? Just massive war forever and ever and ever. That's great.
Oh no. We are in our own country. It's the Combine who started this war.
Not
If they
exactly,
leave,
and you know
if
that
they
that's not
leave,
exactly.
the country will return to peace.
There was never peace here. Oh, that's stupid, and that's really dumb, dude. You're gonna have to give information, and
Okay, I'm going to give him something. I'm going to hawk up the biggest, snottiest
yeah.
spit. And when he
That's
comes in the
idiotic.
door, I'm going to give him that. Is that good enough for you?
They're gonna get you regardless. Like,
They have me.
make it easy. Make it easy on your family.
Oh,
Make it easy.
That's
on
what
everyone.
you did. That's what you did. Make it easy for yourself. Betray
it
your
easy.
people.
Make it easy. Because Jesus, what am I supposed to do?
Just write a letter to your mother now.
Yeah, whose hands are you gonna send next, dude?
You
get
write
information out.
hands. It's not going to be hands. It's going to be head. We're going to send you her head.
I'll probably get closer to him and like put my hand on him, like on his shoulder. Tell me what he wants to know now.
Why don't you make up a lie for him? Something he'll believe, something that he thinks is worthy. You lie for him.
You don't care who gets hurt, do you? That's what you're in this for, just to hurt. I'll just choose a family at random and hurt them. Is that what you want me to do? I don't want to choose families. I don't want to choose something like that. I want you to give me the information I need about the mission, the people. I don't want any innocents to get hurt. But if they have to,
that's your choice.
It's your choice. You're the one who chose to fight this war. I'm just choosing to say words and translate words.
Yeah, I mean,
that's all.
Translators are liars. They lie in both languages.
Clearly not.
I have nothing more to say to you. Or
you don't care. That's what I think. That's what I thought. Okay. Do I know this person? Like, I have no idea what that is, right?
Yeah, I don't think you know him,
no
but he obviously knows you.
Yes, who I am.
I'd say it's getting close to when Kelly probably comes back then. And we'll just probably wrap up the scene with, so what did you get?
You wouldn't.
All right, you know what? Get out of here. We'll get someone with harder stuff. All right, man up next time. Go on.
Yes. He probably calls him to get better.
I say that's probably seen.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so I think we should have a group scene, right, to get everyone back together.
Get the taste of that scene out of your mouth.
Yeah. What do you think, Sean? Something. I guess we have two there's a couple of kind of more administrative ones, and there's a couple of kind of more visceral scenes. What do you think is a good follow-on?
Maybe see the bad side of the combine.
Yeah.
You're not seeing it already?
Yeah,
I'm seeing them
say.
trying to make me the bad side of the combine, but
Yeah, I guess we did visa update, right? So maybe we could do something more like mix-ups or sorry, close call or something like that.
Yeah,
Any thoughts?
close call sounds good to me. I'll be Platoon Sergeant Boren again. Good old favorite asshole.
Borrow and returns.
Yeah. Okay, so group scene for everyone is the close call. The scene takes place at combat outpost Dostoy, our regular place of call. One Terp is returning from a patrol in which they saved the life of a Confedor troops in a brutal ambush. So I guess the other person is in the outpost kind of as reception. Anyone have any preference for who went out beyond the wire?
Since
I think it's me.
You think it's Stopus?
No, I don't think it's me.
Oh, okay.
They would never take me there after that. This
Horrible.
horrible.
Last interrogation.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so it's Big Red. I'll be playing Platoon Sergeant Boren, aforementioned asshole, and Sean, you can facilitate as the voice of traumatic memory. Help the Terp relive the ambush. Yeah, so returning from patrol. So, maybe Boren and Niel are both like dragging a trooper along the ground up to the gate of the outpost. How does that sound, Brandon?
Yeah, absolutely.
And
I have an idea for what happened.
Okay. Okay, just 10 more meters. Come on, we're nearly there. I guess you get the idea, right? He's talking to himself and the troops behind him almost more than he's talking to you. Or maybe it's that he's including Big Red in this general command style. You okay, Big Red?
It's been better.
You've been better. I think he takes out like a bottle of water and takes a swig and hands it over to you.
Thanks. Oh, I thought we were done.
Yeah. I was ready to leave that last message.
The rocket artillery piece got taken out just before they fired again, I guess.
Yeah, or they misfired maybe, I don't know.
I don't think so. I think they were, after the first one brought that house almost down on top of us, they were reloading to fire again, and the artillery got the mortars got their range. But another 30 seconds, I think. I heard them shouting.
Yeah.
They were screaming in triumph, and I couldn't make out everything they said because my ears were ringing. But they were going to put another round into the house.
Yeah.
And I didn't know it was so loud. To have artillery shell land. How it makes everything in your body jangle. Is that the word? Jangle.
Yeah. It's just
Like an electric shock went through you.
it's just the adrenaline going into overdrive. You think it's bad now, wait till a couple of hours. Flushes you like you won't know yourself. Okay. He claps you on the shoulder. You keep drinking. Head to the medic center. After they've taken care of the wounded guys, the doc will fix you up. Yeah, you good?
I mean, good. Yeah, sure.
No. You see, it's shit, right? But it'll be okay. Okay, be good, Big Red. I'm gonna look after my guy.
Yes, of course. You should look after him. We went to a lot of trouble to keep him from dying. After all, it'd be a shame if he didn't make it.
I think as you're sitting there then with your water alone, that's when it just starts to play over in your mind over and over again what just happened. Seeing the soldier missing limbs and dragging him back, and the front lines aren't good.
It starts. They start to tears start to come down.
You feel like a hand on your back. Henya.
What? John.
What's going on?
It's you. W's.
Yeah. Jeez, this job is stupid.
Fuck you. I didn't hear you coming up. My ears are still ringing.
Oh, yeah, I'm also kind of quiet. What's going on?
I wipe my eyes as surreptitiously as I can, which is not particularly. We just came back in from patrol.
Yeah.
Set up in a house, looking into the little river valley there, and the PFLS must have had a piece of rocket artillery sighted in on it, and they almost brought the thing down on top of us.
Oh. What were you even?
Blue. I saw someone's arm blow off and land 5 feet away from me.
Ugh. What?
And it was a sound like.
Did they just catch you, like something like that?
Yeah, it was an ambush.
Oh, shit.
They fortunately they had artillery, and it killed them before they could take another good shot. But it was like a train ran over us.
Dude.
So that loud, just like just sudden. There was one moment everything clear, and then little puff of smoke in the distance, and then the world came apart.
Damn, I think
Everything, just the sound, flash and sound, and everything shook. And I thought I was.
I'm sorry.
I mean, to the degree that I had even a moment to think, and then I realized that I wasn't, but that everything hurt.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think I was supposed to take the next mission, but they wouldn't give it to me. But you're back. We're getting out of here as soon as possible.
And you notice that I'm covered in blood.
Okay. I don't touch much more than your back, probably.
He
You got out of it alive?
well, I'm talking to you, aren't I?
Yeah. We're getting out of here real soon, probably. Like,
They no,
You-
no, he was screaming. And it was hard to get to him because a big house timber had fallen down over him, and he was bleeding like a goat with its throat cut.
dude, look, what I've learned, I haven't, like, I don't have as much experience as you, but I've lost most people around me, and like what I've learned is that delving on it is
I've been shot at before, but this is different.
this is horrifying.
And I mean, I remembered my training. I went and was leaned on, went and pressed with all my weight on his arm, and it's just so much blood.
Yeah.
And I just tried not to think, and tried not to. And I realized that they were going to shoot again. And the second time they were going to shoot, we were all going to die.
What happened?
Afterwards, they said the rocket artillery piece, the satellite spotted the first shot, and so they got to hit it with a guided missile of some sort
Oh, whew.
before it was able to fire again.
You should probably call your family. Well,
Yeah,
talk to them.
it's hard to call them.
I know,
They're-
I know.
They don't have a phone. And
They
not
don't?
not where we're. We had to move them out of home.
Yeah, but
They're
I assume
they're
there's some
living in hiding
communication.
with a relative of mine. Yes, I can get them I can get them a message so that they can come and they can talk. It's almost, but it's
You should probably do that.
it's better to go visit, I miss them so much.
No, don't be at it alone. You should contact your family, send a message, get a message back, something. In here, you only get like these soldiers.
I don't want to talk to them right now.
Not right now.
I don't think I could talk to Maria right now. She is. She worries enough,
Oh, yeah.
and I don't. I'm not sure. I think I think it would be very hard.
I probably will help you up. Like maybe you should go rest some.
I'm not going. I don't. I can't sleep right now.
Not sleep.
My my fingertips are buzzing.
I can feel that.
No, I need to sit and do nothing.
There's nothing else to say to you than just to know that we're going to get out of here soon. And all of this will be behind us. Nothing but memories.
30 seconds, a minute. I really would have died.
You didn't.
But they were too slow putting another rocket in the launcher. I think they were celebrating. I think that's why we moved. That they were so confident of themselves. Didn't reload as fast as they could. God is great. But it doesn't make it easy.
Anything I could help with?
I don't know. Tell me about your family or anything. About books. You're the one for books. Yes. You're
Most of the time.
you were a university student. So let's go somewhere and you can tell me about books.
Sure. I'll tell you my latest one.
Hmm.
I got my hands on a Combine book.
Just like a history or a novel.
Not sure yet. It feels like I'm reading history, but something about it just doesn't make any sense. It's too
The worst thing was,
one-sided.
the worst thing was that there was nothing I could do that would make a difference as to whether I lived or died. That it didn't matter. There was no place I could hide. I couldn't run. I couldn't fight back. Nothing.
You did? You made it out?
I did, but you don't know. I don't know. Imagine what it's like. It's like someone is pointing a gun at you and you can't do anything, and then they decide not to kill you for reasons that no one ever explains.
That's actually a feeling I know of, but don't worry. Everything will be okay. We'll get out of here. We'll get out of this stupid country and this stupid planet.
But it's not stupid.
Stupid or not, we'll get out of here. We'll be safe. And your family will be safe and everyone will be safe.
Where did you read that in your book?
No, that's my plan.
Yes, I think that's a good scene.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good wrap. We need to have a process scene for Ace,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Any of these jumping out for you, Sean?
Takes me so long to read them, so if you see one, go over it.
I think if I were to pick one, it would be the deployment, which is Lieutenant Path from our first scene is going home, rotating out.
Interesting. Cool.
Given that we're talking about going home a lot, it would be interesting to see someone do that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Not an interpreter.
No, because they don't make it home.
I assume it's been a while. Like it's not.
Yeah,
like
so
100 days.
it's probably been like at least 18 months, maybe 2 years, probably
Yeah.
since that first scene.
Yeah, I probably managed to do a few good jobs.
Yeah. So this scene takes place in Combat Outpost Dustoy. The Terp is saying goodbye to a strong advocate who is rotating home to Combine space and promises to plead their case. I'll be Lieutenant Path, and Sean, you can facilitate. I guess like be his ride back to the city. Yeah, so like he is, you've got all his gear, but also like his duffel bag with all of his personal stuff in it. And there's a bunch of people he's been saying goodbye to, and I think Ace is somewhere around, and he makes a point of coming over to you. I think maybe he has written you a letter, right? That
Oh.
item 2 or whatever it is on that form that you need to send back to the embassy. He's written your written recommendation, right?
Probably haven't seen him since he wrote it yet.
Yeah. Hey man, Adopus.
Yes! I first give him a giant hug and like 2 kisses on 2 sides.
Yeah, and like I think he's so overladen with stuff that he kind of tilts over and you kind of help him back to his feet. Hey man, you're gonna be on the next one after this. Okay.
Better be, especially after your letter. Like I heard you wrote it.
I made myself blush. I was like, you've been awesome. You're a good guy.
Tried my best, but
Yeah, well, that's all we can do.
you're going home?
Yeah. This is my second tour. I re-upped. I couldn't leave this place. It sounds a bit sappy, but yeah, try to do good.
I hope I happen to see you there.
Yeah, well, send me a note when you get your ticket and I'll meet you.
I will. But yeah, wow, you're getting out of here. That's like amazing.
Well, I mean, it's not too amazing. We all get home. I mean,
I haven't heard of many interpreters who got home, but got out. I don't know about home.
no, like we're gonna see you, right? You and your mom are gonna, have a nice apartment in back in Combine space. You're gonna love us.
I know you wrote my letter, but like you're gonna give them a good like words too, right? Like you won't leave me here behind.
No. Listen, we look after our own. Like you have been exactly what we've been looking for, and like the Combine doesn't leave our people behind.
It doesn't, right? I've read some of your books. I somehow got my hands on a few, but thanks to you in some of them. But you are good people. Like you're gonna make sure I go out of here, right? Right?
Absolutely. You're gonna get your visa. If I have to come back here and stamp it myself, you're gonna be on that shuttle back to the promised land.
Because it's not good here anymore. Like it's not safe.
I wish I could have seen this place before the fuckers.
Wasn't much better.
Yeah.
Although I'm a bit young, like to really know, but it wasn't much better as far as I know.
Yeah, but this place is beautiful if you just ignore the fucking rocket artillery.
Yeah, if you ignore all the blood.
Yeah. Anyway, like we'll be sipping Mai Tais on the beach in a couple of months' time.
Do you have a piece of paper? I'll write like my number for you. Like maybe
I'll
write your number.
Sure, I have it, but yeah. And I think he just like rolls up his sleeve and he gives you a Sharpie and just like write it on his arm.
And give me yours.
Yeah, he gives you his home number.
I write it down.
It's got too many digits, right?
Yeah. Wait. I really hope to join you soon. Like out of here.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on my ride, but
yeah, can't believe you're heading out.
Neither can I, man. You're gonna love it when you get here, when you get back.
I get there. Yeah. Like it sounds amazing. It sounds safe. It's not safe here.
You just gotta hold on. They're cutting back foot patrols. You're not gonna be getting into any more of those hairy missions.
I always
keep your head down.
I always played cool, but I've had some close calls, and Big, he had some really close calls because of me, kind of. I think, but
yeah. Well, listen, Platoon Sergeant Boren, he might be an asshole, but he looked after his people, right? So you just stick by him.
We are his people, like, but he does his. I never felt like he sees me as his people, but.
That's because, like, he's a platoon sergeant. He can't get all cuddly. Gets all cuddly, his troops are gonna disrespect him.
I'm civilian. I don't understand those army things. I'm not a soldier.
Yeah, well,
Oh God.
okay,
Can't believe you're
I'll see you
living.
soon, buddy.
Yeah, I think-
Okay.
But now is when you start hearing the shouts. Pop!
Okay.
Right
Okay, I'll
here.
be.
Time to
yeah,
go.
okay. Okay, hold your. Okay.
Funny, you could take
I
me.
can't miss my ride. Okay. So
Yeah, I take like your hand. Don't forget me.
I'll never forget you, man. You're gonna meet me soon. I'll buy the first round, the first
Yes.
night of rounds. Yeah,
You will, right?
Ride's
yeah,
going, Pop.
Okay, I gotta go.
Yeah.
And he,
Yeah.
tosses his duffel bag into the back and jumps
Wish you could
aboard.
take me with you.
Be on the next one.
Cool.
Okay. So I think we probably want to do a group next, or do a single individual scene for Big Red.
It's time for family, no?
Yeah, I think we could do Big Red Family, maybe.
Yeah.
So the talk could follow up if Big Red actually wanted to meet up with their family based on what Ace told them, but we could
Yeah,
go with something else
or-
otherwise.
Yeah, or the daydream kind of works with that as well, right?
Both would be meeting the family in a safe house.
Yeah, yeah. What do you think? Which one has more pathos for you, Sean?
I'm good with either. So what? Basically, the talk seems to be with their spouse, and the daydream
with
is
their
with
kid.
the kid.
So do you prefer to play?
I'll go with the. They have about 2 kids, right? Don't they? So that works fine.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do the daydream, sure.
Okay, cool. So the daydream for Big Red. This scene takes place in a safe house in the Kucherik slums of Sarai. The Terp is visiting their family in hiding. Time is short and the risks are real, but the Terp miss their family too much. So I'll facilitate as the voice of the Terp's fears. And Sean, you will be the Terp's favorite child, Baza.
I don't have a favorite, but
Yeah.
you should
It's
be the
Katrina.
you should be the younger one, and it's Katrina.
Cool.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, it's.
Although you can decide that you're the favorite if you want.
No, that's good.
So I guess it's a really
So
like
it's like,
dingy, out of the way, maybe at the back of a store.
It's at the back of a store. Yeah, I go in to buy something at the store, and he, wait until the other customer leaves, and then the proprietor nods, and then I go off to a door in the back. Katya, level.
And she sort of comes running down the hall towards you.
Katya! I scoop her up and spin her around, put her back down.
Has your appearance changed much, you think, in this time?
Dinner. A little tired. Not to say haggard, but getting there. The clothing probably a little rattier. When I was doing interpretation with the combine, I switched to probably have an army shirt on or something like that. But visiting, I changed back into the most nondescript cities I have in there.
Cool. Thinking
And
that.
I
Sorry,
have
go ahead.
the most important thing is that I have a bag which is suspiciously bulgy.
Okay, so I think in that case, if you look pretty similar, you get the like, Daddy, I'm so glad to see you.
And I am glad to see you too. Sweet Katya. Oh, I missed you so much. Have you been good for your mother?
My best. When are we
Okay.
going? When are we
Soon,
going? When are we
soon.
leaving?
I don't know yet, but soon.
I can't wait. I hear there's so many toys. They've got these huge toys that you can like play with all day. It's I can't wait. When are we going?
You will be the second to know after me. But you don't get to know before I know, because otherwise you might leave and ahead of me. And where would we know how to find you?
Okay.
But I have brought you something.
What's in the bag?
So that they fish around in the bag. And I bring her out. The first thing is I bring her out is some the equivalent of a sort of sea ration, something like that. Can't be part of it. It's which is it's which tastes for her. I'm sure it tastes strange, but it's different. It's like it's fun, and it has a weird. It has you push a spot on the can and it pops open. It warms itself up and pops open. You eat it with a little spoon. Kind of thing. So that you know how to do this, right?
Can you show me?
Okay. So so you hold it in your hands. Hold it in both hands. Okay.
Got it.
And then you see this red part here. You push it until it makes a click. So push
Okay.
it down harder than that.
Okay. Can you help?
Okay. All right. Click. Okay. And then you let go, and it makes a pop. See, pop. Okay. And
Okay.
then you count to 10. Count to 10.
Okay, I'm counting.
No, you out loud.
Oh, 1, 2, ... 8, 9, 10.
Okay. Oh, you see? And it opens by itself. Huh?
That's so cool.
It's warm. It's warm. So and then you have there's a spoon. Okay, here I found it. Or you can use the little spoon on the bottom, even better.
Oh, and she like sort of goes to like turn it upside down to get the
Not
spoon.
approved. Got it. Got it. Not to get the spoon off. Next time we get the spoon off before. But we didn't spill too much. So you sit and you have your treat. And I will show you something else I got you.
Thank you so much.
Something for Pavel. And I got her like a little sort of nightlight kind of thing.
Cool.
And I think Niall's kind of cynical fear comes through. This is as good as it gets for the combine that your family will have. This is, or maybe the best case scenario is hiding out in the back room of a store eating sea rations is your future, is the best possible future you have, because you're never getting out of here.
So your mother is out with her sister? Yes?
Yeah, she misses you lots.
I miss her so much. You tell her how much I miss her, okay?
Okay.
And Pavelita too.
Yeah. He says he's going to be a soldier when he leaves. He's going to work with the combine. He says he's going to be a combine soldier.
Does he?
Isn't that great? He says they're so cool. They're going to help us leave. And he's going to protect people like you do.
We will see what he does. How about you? What do you want to do?
I think I'm going to be
play.
I think I'm going to be a singer.
Singer? Oh,
yeah.
Yes, of course. I can see that. Such a pretty voice you have, and I blibber on the news. Since I can see my darling little Katya Singing your heart out, making everyone love her. You know they will. Gotcha, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Are you doing all right here? It's not too bad, not too lonely.
Mm, it's not the same without you, but I'm really looking forward to leaving.
Yes, yes, as soon as I can. I promise. I promise.
Okay.
We will all go together, and we will be far away from this, and we will be safe, and no one will hurt anybody. And it will be different now. Everything will be different. Huh? The Combine is a strange place, but you will make new friends. And you'll do very well. I say, just completely lie. I have no idea what's going to happen. But I don't say a word of that. And I smile for her. Smile for her like I don't smile at any other time for anything.
She doesn't notice at all. She's just blissfully happy to see you.
Yeah, so I wonder if Maria's mother is here and is preparing dinner or something, and then like calls out for you to get out of the corridor because it's too noisy out there. Someone in the store might notice you.
Okay, mother.
And I think
Good afternoon
she
to you
looks
too.
disapprovingly at the treats, right? Because you're going to spoil a child's dinner.
Well, it's a good thing I didn't give her the other ones then. I said, here. And I give them to her. You can see that she gets them when she's good.
Well, she is good, I suppose.
It's not much, but here, this is for, and I actually then take the big things out of the bag, which is okay rations. And it's like, okay. So these are just like the others. They taste strange, but it's good food. And it will last for a while. It can just sit on, it can just, until you open it, it will last forever. Just like the other ones. So at least I know that nobody is hungry here.
Okay, what do you think is
And remember, don't trade these, okay? Unless you know someone you can trust more than yes with your life. Don't trade any of these things.
Yes,
And
I'm careful to bury the
yes,
containers, and yeah, I listen.
Yeah,
I listen.
yeah. Good. I'm doing everything I can to get us out of here as soon as possible, but there's no hurrying. They have all their rules. They have all their, everything takes longer than it should. But they're not corrupt. They may be hard to understand sometimes, but at least they're not like the police and some of the army commanders who are just trying to make money. They're trying to do their job, and God willing, they'll keep their promise. And that's a good place to stop.
Yeah, I think it's a good wrap. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Okay, so final group scene. What do you think? The TOA update looks like a natural.
Yeah, so it's
final.
this and then the final
Yeah,
scene, isn't it?
exactly.
Yeah, I think that makes sense then. I need to grab water really quick.
Okay,
but
yeah.
Give me like 20 seconds if you
Yeah,
want. Yeah.
no worries.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, cool, no worries. So this scene takes place in Forward Operating Base Steadfast. The Terps are being briefed on the TOA, which is the transfer of authority by a Confidor officer. I'll be playing Captain Harglan, Company Intelligence Officer. And Sean, you can facilitate. You might enter the scene as an admin or invite Q&As as vaguely as possible. Yeah, so this is Captain Harglan, who we met at the very start. I think it's kind of a general briefing. He's a lot less formal or antsy. Okay, guys, gather around. Steadfast is gonna draw down. We are handing over to local forces. We've seen a couple of their units, your units come in already. This is what we talked about all the time. All we want to do is make sure that your people can set up their own government, can set up their own military forces able to hold off the PFLS. So that's going on. So yeah, this is the plan. This was always the plan. This will take, maybe 4 to 6 months to complete. So like early next year, there might be some observers here from our side, but basically we'll be gone by then. So yeah, everything is exactly as we discussed before. The suits back on the embassy have said all of this is gonna happen. Obviously, we've needed you guys to translate for us longer than expected, but as soon as we're gone, you're gone too, right?
And so 4 to 6 months, and we are going out with you?
So I think as the forces draw down, we may expect to see like a ratio withdrawal of translators as well, because we don't need like a full complement of translators if we only have a platoon in this company outpost. So maybe half of you will be gone in the next 2 months, and then the other half 2 to 3 months after that.
Did you have the visas yet?
Yeah, I don't know any worker, but like you know more about the visa process than I do for you individually. All I can say is that I've been in contact with them. They say it's going to happen. Like we expect the first of you guys to leave within 2 months. Like at this stage, I would say I will be here longer than I will probably be the last combine officer out of this gate.
We're going to hold you to that, Captain, I say, and I laugh.
We will.
We expect you to open the door for
Jeez,
the shuttle.
so 2 months?
For the shuttle when we leave.
2 months?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we are all going to be out of here within 4 to 6 months. So, half the guys here are going to be gone in 2 months, and I expect that's the same for you.
That's very good news. It's been very difficult for my families to wait, not knowing when the things were going to happen.
Hey, man, you don't need to tell me that. I mean, I know, I can only imagine what it's like to be like talking to your family saying you're going to be home, but I was originally coming here for a 4-month tour, and
you must miss your family very much too. I do wish to thank you, Captain, for writing my letter.
Well, Neil, I mean, it's the least I could do.
But still, I understand that you are a busy man, and I wish to thank you.
Yeah.
Properly, I wish
Mhm.
I wish I had more to thank you with, but perhaps that will come later.
Yeah.
Once we have settled down wherever
Yeah.
we're going.
As we get out of here, we'll invite you over.
If we
Well,
don't
I will.
know- Douglas, we
Well, I
don't
mean,
know if we're going
if
to
we
be in the
happen to
same
be on
place.
the same planet, guys,
Yes.
I'm
then-
sure people move along planets in your empire because you're here, you're there, you're everywhere.
Hey, Douglas, the world, the universe is a big place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like, you better start saying stuff like our empire, the our combine.
Yes.
Okay, but seriously, I mean, you've done pretty well for us, right? So, all I can say is we've done everything we can to make sure that you guys are coming home with us.
Everything you can.
Yeah.
As long as we're going home, then with you, as long as we are leaving here with you, then it will have all been worthwhile.
Yeah.
And I know that you would not go back on this.
Hey, it's
I feel like you are a man of honor who would do anything other than break a promise this important.
yeah. I mean, we're not cutting and running. This is mission accomplished, right? So,
That is between you and your superiors. I know the agreement that we made, you and I, you and Douglas, and the others here. And we made that agreement in part because we believed you, not the Combine, not your army, but your word as man. And we still believe it.
Well, that's very humbling. Like I said, this is the plan, right? We're handing over, and you guys are with us, right? So
Yeah, well, plans are good things. I
Okay.
understand plans, but even more important is people. And that's what we have our faith in.
I mean, I gotta say, like that kind of attitude might do in Sarai, but when you're talking about the Combine, it's the system, right? And the system can chew us up sometimes, but we
The system
live up to
works.
our commitments. Yeah. Not to hear my missus say, because I was supposed to be home 2 years ago, but
Plans change.
yeah, better late than never.
Yes, better late than never, as you said.
Just
there
get us
anything?
out of here.
Okay.
All right,
Is that a wrap on that scene?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I mean, not cool. So.
I wanted to twist the knife while
Oh
I
yeah,
stood there.
for sure. So the last scene. This scene takes place in Forward Operating Base Steadfast. 2 Confederate soldiers. There's like 3, but we can fill in. But I think Platoon Sergeant Borean, Lieutenant Path, Captain Hardlin, as appropriate, are saying goodbye to the Terps. The transfer of authority has taken place, and they've been ordered out as part of the Combine drawdown. Who do you want to be, Sean?
Don't mind. I guess we've got Bourne and Hargan. Pat's gone
Yeah,
home.
yeah.
Do you want to be the eager one or the reluctant one? Depending.
I think I have to be the eager one as GM1 slot. So
Cool.
I have no problem with that.
Then would you think Harglan or Bourne would be more likely to be eager?
Ooh, I mean, given the scene we just had, I think Harglan is going to feel like shit, right?
Yeah.
So it makes more sense for him to be the reluctant one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He
I
did
think
say he's gonna live
Lieutenant
after
Pat
us.
is going to be the eager one.
Well, Path is already gone, so
Pat's
it's
gone.
Pat is
so
gone,
it's
sorry.
Bourne.
He's
So it's
certainly the
Bourne.
eager one.
Mhm.
So do you want to be the reluctant one then, do you?
Sure.
Yeah,
Whatever.
okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I'll be Boren. Yeah, and I think he is like shining his shoes, right? He's like sitting on a bench outside the tent with his gear packed, whistling a jaunty tune and polishing his boots. And I think maybe he is like smoking a cigar, like a cigar, the case of which has been in his kit for the last 2 years, just waiting for this day.
Yes, it's in a right, a self-contained, special humidor. So it's
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, it gives off a little hiss of compressed air as he opens it, or nitrogen.
Yeah.
I think Hargan, on the other hand, can barely look
You're
you in the eye.
You're in a good mood, Sergeant.
Well, I'm leaving, right?
You are, don't you?
I'm gonna get myself the coldest beer in the universe when I get home.
Oh, we didn't. Which shuttle are we going in?
I have no idea. I just have my papers for the platoon. But I guess the I mean, you want me to talk to the captain? I'll talk to the captain.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Hey, Harlan, are you gonna check these guys' papers? Which shuttle they're going at? And
We didn't. I don't have anything on my tablet indicating which shuttle we are to report to. We heard that the Copper 4 unit was being pulled out, so we came to. We understand these things are complicated and mix-ups happen.
Well, maybe I can look into it when I get to the port, right? It's got to be a problem at that end because like the network is for shit here, and I can call back and get you guys out.
Captain.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you guys to, write down your full name.
We already have all the papers. Like
you have all that information.
Final checks. We need admin wants a final rundown of cross-checking, and he's like visibly kind of sweating from his like hands as he's telling you this. And
What final checks? There was no final check.
Yeah, when we're getting here, like, are you getting us out of here? You said you leave after us.
You said you'd leave after us. You said at the very least we pull out when you did.
Yeah.
Orders from the top above my pay grade.
What does that mean?
No. What about you, Captain? What about your own honor and integrity?
I'm afraid what I think doesn't matter too much anymore.
Hey guys, like we're all caught in a shitty situation, but you are gonna be out.
No, you are not. You are going home. We are caught in the shitty situation, as you put it.
Just take us with you on your shuttle.
Being left here. What is What is
There-
happening? What is happening here?
Hey,
You are actually leaving without us?
yeah, we are, because we have orders.
Who gave the orders that you should leave without us after we had been promised in writing that you would come, that we would come with you? In fact,
Hey.
that some of us would come months ago, which did not happen. And now we find out that the rest of you are leaving and none of us are to go. This is not right. This cannot be true.
Yeah, well, if it's above the captain's pay grade, it's certainly above mine, right? So, listen,
No,
what did I say? I'm going to check it out at the port, right? Because there's obviously some problem with the comms here.
there's no problem with the comms. No one has been complaining of a problem.
Please
with the
don't
comms.
leave us.
Everything is being packed up in a regular and orderly fashion. Everything of the Compro 4 forces. We can see this. We are not blind. Are we, Docus? No, we are stupid. You think you could just lie to us? Do you?
I'm not lying to you. I don't
Captain.
know
Yeah.
what's going
Captain,
on.
you're gonna get us out of here, right?
Captain.
You are going to take us on your
Captain, you are
shuttle
going to
with
take
you.
us with you. Or we will
I
know
know.
what kind of person you are.
I don't have clearance. I don't have.
You
I
have
walk
to.
up. I walk
Captain,
up.
Captain.
I walk up to the shuttle with you two. What are they gonna say? I can't
I
just.
don't care. You're the captain.
That
Captain,
doesn't
I
mean
have a wife
I'm not the
and
top. I'm
two-
not the top of the food chain here.
Captain,
You think
I have a
captain's
wife
top-
and 2 children. I am begging you. I am begging you here. If you cannot get me out, at least get them out. Because if you leave us behind, we are all dead.
You have to get us out. You have to get me out. Like, I can't stay here. They're
Their
gonna.
blood will be on your hands if you do nothing right now, today.
I'm gonna need you two to write on this, and he passes Niall a separate sheet. Give me your family's information on this one.
Fill it out.
Yeah.
Write
Like,
down something
I have it
memorable,
done.
a case to make for yourself. Make it a good one.
I am a former soldier who has assisted the Combine. The PFLS will put my family to death in front of my very eyes. There. I have sacrificed everything for the Combine. And if the Combine has no gratitude for that sacrifice, then God help you, Captain, you and your organization. You have no, simply because we are not soldiers of the Combine, we are not human refuse. We made the choice to work with you, to help you, assist you with everything. Therefore,
We are
everything
one
we
of
did
you.
for the best, in the hope of a better life. And if you discard us now, that will be on you. And may it haunt you forever. Here. I have written down as much as I can bear to write.
He takes the official documentation from you and the separate one about the family, which he pockets himself.
Can you possibly leave some of your own people down here?
Boren is kind of angling away and then is yelling at troopers to get on board the transport out of here.
Guess plans change.
I think
Fuck
my
plans.
time's up here, gents.
You may
Okay.
leave here. But the question is, will here ever leave you, Captain?
I don't think it will, Red. I don't think it will. And he leaves.
What are you
Better
gonna do?
go. We'd better go. I'm going to say goodbye to my family. What do you
Don't
think I'm going to do? And then I'm going to get as far away from them as I can, so that when they catch me, they don't catch them. And who knows, possibly, maybe they will survive. But the moment that last ship leaves, you and I have marks on our back, so big that they can be seen from space.
I told you I know how to play small. Don't disconnect.
No,
I'll try.
Then you do what you can.
I will, but I can try. Don't
I'm
stay
going
alone.
I'm going to head out into the hinterlands and see if I can get past the PFLS checkpoint.
Stay in
And
contact. Do something.
Find a warlord that I know. Who
No, they might still take us.
May have some use for me, but I cannot get my family there. No, you go your way. I'll go mine. I'm sorry, Dumpus. If we stay together, we won't survive.
Probably.
If we split up,
Chances.
we probably won't survive all.
That's it. I don't really have anyone else. Like, I really hope to make a new life out there, but
Well, you can come with me if you want, but I don't think we're going to make it.
I don't think
Well-
running into nowhere is gonna help us.
Well, you will probably be caught.
No, I won't be caught. But well, I'm not as known as you are.
I'm not going to be caught either, I say. And I show you that I have a mini grenade.
That-
If they find me, there won't be enough left to torture.
Dude, you have to like, maybe they'll still take us. We I
No.
know I sound stupid when I say that, but like maybe they're still gonna take us.
Maybe they will.
Maybe the
Not-
papers will come. But I'm going to survive, and if you want any help, I know how to keep our heads down.
If after all this is over, so
I feel like it's never gonna be ever. Look,
ask
like-
after my family, but I'm not going to tell you where they are now.
yeah, don't like.
But maybe in a year.
Let's meet
You
in a year.
Come to. There's a coffee shop in Sarai City.
Mm-hmm.
Come there, ask after my family. If anybody knows, maybe they will.
I don't know. Maybe they'll still come for us. I'm gonna stay in the city. It's not like they can threaten me with anyone. I don't really have anyone. They already sent me hands. I never told anyone. But it was shocking, but I didn't really like. So beyond me.
Then maybe they will come.
They think they will
Mhm.
come for us? They think they'll take us out of here?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
God damn them.
If they were going to take us, yes, goddamn. If they were going to take us, they would have done it. They would have done it. They are one you saw, the one says he cannot do anything, and the other one lies to us.
Yeah,
And would you do different?
I would try.
You would try,
Yeah,
and you would fail.
I would. I don't
Because-
know, but I'm not
yeah.
them. I don't know. Maybe we should jump on their shuttle and just take it. That
You
one
see.
less.
Those shuttles are guarded by men in body armor with particle weapons.
Hope to see you in a year. I will see you in a year. Stay
luck.
alive, stay safe.
Good luck. I don't think we will see one, but as God wills.
If I find any safety, I'll try to find it.
See to your own safety. That's the best you can do.
Yeah, and like those, I don't forget people. I don't leave them behind, or at least I try not to. If I find safety, I'll find you, or at least your family if anyone's left.
So I think that's a
Goodbye
wrap,
then,
is it?
Dalpius Creek. May God go with you.
Sure.
Someone has to.
Yeah, I think I'd rather, with everything we've been through, I think I'd rather find my own way right now. 'Cause God knows I'm the only one who knows how to get out of here. I'll find a way out. I'll find a way out. I'm sure I'll find a way out. It's part of the plan.
Yes. And I think that's it.
Yeah, okay. I'll stop recording and we'll do a debrief.